Thank you very much. Dear friends, distinguished guests, and members of this incredible community, good afternoon. I hope you're having an interesting day. I'm honored to be here today. This is more than a conference. It's a gathering of hearts committed to Israel's future. My name is Edan Kleiman. I'm 51 years old, born and raised in Jerusalem, proudly married to Shiri, father to Daniela and Uri, and today a resident of Hod HaSharon, Israel. I hold a law degree, but my true mission began more than 32 years ago on the battlefield. In November 1992, while serving in the Givati Brigade, I was critically wounded in a clash with terrorists in Khan Yunis, Gaza. The same Khan Yunis, the same Gaza. That moment changed my life and gave it a new direction. Let me explain. I was shot in the chest, died twice on the operating table, had an emergency open heart procedure, and my parents actually were called to say farewell. And by a miracle and very good doctors, I survived. So believe me when I tell you that I know firsthand the painful road from battlefield to rehabilitation, from trauma to loss and strength and belonging, from being a fully capable warrior to a wounded one. I was one of the lucky ones. I made it back because others walked beside me. Today, I have the privilege of serving as the chairman of the Tzahal Disabled Veteran Organization, Ergun Nechei Tzahal, the official body representing Israel wounded warriors. Since 1949, we've been more than an NGO. We are second home to over 53,000 veterans. Our mission to rebuild lives. Since October 7th, we are facing an unprecedented wave of trauma. Over 17,238 newly wounded soldiers are already in our care. And the Ministry of Defense expects more than 30,000 additional PTSD cases in the upcoming years. So let me put these overwhelming numbers into perspective. By the year 2030, the Israeli Ministry of Defense estimates that we will have more than 100,000 soldiers, wounded soldiers, that we need to take care of. But these are not numbers. These are lives. Let me introduce you a few of them, because the real heroes are not on the stage. They're right here in this room. Staff Sergeant Yossi Karasanti, father of 5, wounded while rescuing hostages in Be'eri, a quiet warrior who shows us what courage looks like. Captain Liam Spillman, declared dead after suicide drone attack. 10 days later, he opened his eyes. Liam, you're a miracle. Sergeant Noam Shapira, wounded by friendly fire. He carries not just scars, but the memory of his best friend Yair Nefusi, who did not survive. Yossi, Liam, Noam, please rise. But they are not alone. I now invite all 19 wounded warriors in our delegation to stand up so people will see you. Ladies and gentlemen, look around you. These men and women face the unimaginable and choose to rise again. Thank you for honoring them. Each of them is a living reminder that resilience is not an idea. It's a decision, a fight, a choice to live again. This is the soul of Bet HaLochem, our network of rehabilitation and community centers, not the medical facilities, but sanctuary of hope. A double amputee learns to swim. A mother battling PTSD returns to work. A father regained the strength to hold his child. We have only one mission: to rehabilitate our heroes and help them return to their families and friends as positive and contributing citizens. Because, in my perspective, being a wounded soldier is not a profession. Our heroes need to study and have a job. This is a true rehabilitation. Across 4 centers, and soon to be a 5th one, we offer over 453 programs, welcoming an average of 16,000 veterans each day. We don't just heal injuries, we restore dignity, confidence, and purpose. Helping wounded veterans is not only moral, it defines who we are. Because when we help a wounded warrior rebuild, we gain a student, a parent, an inventor, and maybe even a future leader. Their healing becomes Israel's strength. That's why we're here in New York. To meet these urgent needs, we've re-established Friends of Irgun Nechei Tzahal USA. This is not just a fundraising office. It's a lifeline, a bridge between Israel's defenders and this deeply committed community. And I'm proud to announce the appointment of leader with immense heart and vision, Mr. Sam Zussman, as chairperson of Friends of Irgun Nechei Tzahal USA. Sam, my friends, your leadership is a beacon of hope. Please join me on the stage. Do we have token to have? Thanks. This is for you, Sam. Thank you very much for everything you're doing for all our wounded soldiers. The stage is yours.
Yeah. Thank you. Please forgive the sunglasses. I recently had eye surgery, although I'm becoming partial to the look. So I was born and raised in Israel. I was a lieutenant in the IDF, and I was a volunteer at the Ergun when I was 16 years old. I consider what I'm doing here to be a lifelong overseas continuation of my reserve duty. And there are only 2 messages I want to convey, and I would be grateful if you will help us carry those. The first one, which I know everybody here knows how important the Israeli state is to the Jewish people. Everybody knows that. And everybody also knows that we pay a grave price for the privilege of having that state. What everybody needs to remember is that the price is not borne equally. And those of us who are not paying the price every day need to stand behind the ones who are. And the second one is to make sure that everybody knows the Ergun. Everybody in Israel knows the Ergun. It is part of the DNA and the fabric of the life in Israel. But they do what most Israelis do. They do the work, they put in the effort, they do not pay enough attention to PR. And we need to help carry their word. They are the giant in Israel that takes care of all wounded warriors. And we need to sing their praise here and make sure that they're known and that they're loved, they're embraced, and they're supported. Thank you.
Oh, before you go down, just one more photo, the two of you. So hold it. I'm getting out of the picture. And there we go. Thank you very much. I'll help you.
Personally, I actually like the sunglasses. It's like the Blues Brothers, so it's nice. So to everyone in this room, you are now part of our mission. When you support Aרגון Nechei Tzahal, you are not backing an institution. You are investing in human potential. You are saying to our wounded soldiers, we see you, we believe in you, and we stand with you. Let us meet their bravery with our generosity. Let us answer the sacrifice with our solidarity. Because together we heal. Together we rise. Before I close, I wish to extend our collective condolences to the families of our fallen heroes, a full recovery to our wounded, and heartfelt prayers for a safe return of our hostages. I believe deeply in the strength of the IDF and our security forces, and I believe that our greatest power lays in our unity and resilience, because only together we will prevail. Thank you very much.